don't hear him, Bill.
I got a CW in there, Mike. Can you copy that one? He's real low, also real faint.
It would probably be KD6BQ up in Washoe Valley, Nevada.
I copied K6 Ocean Sierra, and I didn't write it down, but I heard the whole thing, and then he went away.
Okay, where are you pointed, Bill?
Basically towards Fresno, a little north of Fresno.
Okay. So he called in like he was going to check into a Bozo Net, or did he just call in because he's on 432-100?
Yeah, I was calling Mike, and he came back to me.
Okay. Call him again.
Kilowatt 6 Ocean Sierra question mark K60S question mark Able 6 Sugar over. QSL K6WIS K6 Whiskey India Sierra AA6S about a 4 and 1, but you're Q5 right now. K6 Whiskey India Sierra AA6S over. K6WIS AA6S DMO6 Delta Mary 06, and you're up and down, but I'm copying it most of the time. Up and down, and this is the Bozo Net, which you're probably have to look at my chart, but you're probably a member. I've heard you before. K6 Whiskey India Sierra K6WIS AA6S Paul K6WIS AA6S over.
Yeah, he's in Placerville and is 637. I hear him and he's checked in.
QSL, Paul, QSL, K6WIS, Placerville, K6WIS. Okay, Paul, I'll get back to the net here. I'm not even pointed at you, I don't think. I'm way off of you. But anyway, it's where it peaks, so I'm not going to move it. K6WIS, 73 is Paul, AA6S, back to net.
Tell him he's checked in. Don't tell him he's checked in.
Yeah, you are checked in, Paul. You're checked in to the net here. K6WIS, AA6S, 73s, Paul. Over. Paul, you're Q5, 73s, thank you, AA6S. Back to you there, Mikey.
Okay, very good. Well, I've got you so far, and I've got Paul, 2 numbers. Anybody else in there? You were talking to somebody else.
KC5 DTU 712.
Oh, yeah, there you are, Kerry, sorry. KC5 DTU, thanks for the phone call. And got her fingers crossed.
Roger. It's going to be good. So we just have to be patient.
KM6SRR, number 432. How you doing, Kerry?
Hello, Rob. How's things up on the hill? KM6SRR, KC5, DTU.
Real nice day today. It's going to be starting to get cold, though. Over.
Roger, Roger. Are you fully retired, or are you still making twice a week?
Well, I guess I'm supposed to be fully retired, but they've given me a couple of projects. I'm in the middle of doing another one right now, a design project. Over.
Roger, Roger. Okay. Good talking to you, Rob. And hopefully we'll see you in town here one day. KC5, DTU.
Roger, Roger. Yep, I don't have any constraints. I'm a free guy as far as that goes. Over.
Okay, so I'll put that in my book as no excuse.
Roger, Roger. Thanks, Gary. KM6SRR.
KC5DTU. Good evening, AA6S.
AA6S, KC5DTU. Boy, a long time no talk there, young man. How you doing?
Pretty good. I've heard you check in, but I didn't want to start talking there when the net's going on. But doing okay here. And I hope Trump is doing okay too. KC5DTU AA6S.
Yeah, sure, he ought to drop the bomb on Bill.
I don't want to do the stuff over there. I'll get it to him, information to him later there, and get him brought up to speed there, Mikey.
Yeah, no, I didn't want you to do it here, but Bill, he's got some interesting information. Things could change very quickly here. Things are falling into place very quickly with the cabinet members, and seems like everything is pending on getting that list completed and okayed. And there was some, funniness with Gates, but that was probably done on purpose to smoke out some bad boys in the Senate. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I hope this fruitcake Biden doesn't start World War III before it gets in.
Well, I think that's part of the bomb. Over.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Anyway, next bomb will be Kamala Harris is running for governor in California.
Well, I'm not holding my breath, nor am I worried about that one.
It should scare you, though. See you later. Back to that AA6S.
Well, she'll get at least 4 votes.
Yeah, probably. Most of them movie stars and a couple of Congress women, I should say.
Okay. Let's see if old Rick is in there down there, old Bozo 61. Rick, are you there tonight? K6MYC. Oh, you're going to have to give old Rick a phone call and see if he's asleep at the switch there, Rob.
Okay, I guess I'll have to do that. I wanted to thank Bill for turning my stomach there. Over.
It should.
You ruined supper.
Rick, that steak.
I already had supper, so oh well.
I haven't had mine either yet. Matt just called and said he was going to be late, and we decided to wait. Okay, well, I don't know what we're going to do with KB6RQU down there. He should be on here tonight. There is a beautiful day here, by the way, everybody. You probably experienced the same thing down at this end of the valley. It was about 75, glorious, and warm. Crazy for the middle of November, but what are you going to do? Anyway, so far the rain keeps shifting and moving. They're getting a lot of rain in Sacramento, but it just doesn't want to come down this way.
I think it's the L before the S, as in low before the storm.
Well, that would be good, but it changes on an hour basis. They're saying now it's going to rain Friday, 80% chance. Well, when's it going to start? They don't tell you. Could be 1 minute before midnight. I don't think it's going to rain on Friday anyway. I just got a feeling.
Yeah, we'll find out. It doesn't look like it outside, but we'll see. Anyway, AA6S 800 standing by.
Yeah, who else do we have on frequency for the 432 Bozo Net? We're taking numbers. We're taking names. And for those of you who don't check in, we got you too. They're quiet. Where's all the course gold people tonight?
I don't know. I can see somebody down about 10 kc below us, just super strong. I don't know who that is.
Well, that would be WA6OIB working for Ralph, probably.
Hey, Mike, I forgot to put Ken down on the list last night, so he let me know about it. So add Ken to your list there, over.
I thought I had Ken on my list.
Well, maybe you did, but I forgot to write him on mine, so my list isn't accurate enough there, over.
Okay. Well, you had one more than I got. I only got 37, according to Judy. You had 38, I think. You have 36.
Well, she's got all the numbers. She can find out which one I have that you didn't there, over.
Yeah, I think she's got it. She may have printed it out. She just got up to go and see what she had there. I think she's got your list. And we'll fix that. We'll put Ken in there if he isn't on there. Anyway.
I think I heard Frank in there. Go ahead, Frank, W6BBS.
Yeah, I was going to say, what's going on here, Mike? Did I miss the net? You guys are counting already? W6BBS, number 72. That's for that lovely lady, Judy, who's keeping the log there. Good evening to you, and good evening, Mike, and Rob, and everybody else from W6BBS, DMO7.
Okay, you got Frank, right?
What were you looking for last night?
A second.
How's things going down your way, Rob?
Oh, they're going. Middle of doing a design project, so I'm not able to do too much other stuff. I think I got most everything covered up for the rain there, and that's the main thing, over.
Yep, roger that. So how, other than I know I got to have big blower background noise right now, but other than that, how's my audio sound here? Does this everything sound like it's working okay? No RF issues or anything, over?
Yeah, it sounds pretty good to me. I don't have a good ear for that, but no, it sounds good to me, over.
All right, roger that. No, I just checking things. Putting out about 500 on the old 432. Because of the trouble I'm having on 2 meters, I'm just asking and checking. So anyways, and plus it burned up a little, or kept the band alive a little bit there for a minute while Mikey did what he was doing. So I can shut up now and let him take over. KM6SRR W6BBS, back to net.
Okay. Aaron, is Aaron in here so far? Aaron, K6USY, are you here? No, Aaron must be putting kids to bed.
DTU.
Go ahead, Kerry.
Trump's new pick for Attorney General, Pam Bundy, former Attorney General of Florida.
Who are you telling, me or somebody else? No, I already knew that. That came out, and that actually occurred while Brett Baer's program was on between 3 and 4 this afternoon, over.
Roger. Didn't know if you were aware.
Oh, yeah, no, it's, yeah. Already been quite a bit of conjecture. Everybody's in favor of her. There's no question about her talents and her skill and her history and her accomplishments. Everybody seems to be on target there. And of course, if she wants, she can they can let Gates also be her second in command there very easily, and he doesn't have to be approved to take that position, and he would have just about as much power as she has, over.
Roger. Okay, just threw it at you. I didn't know if you were aware.
Yep.
KE6VO and 1040.
Okay, good evening, Adam. KE6 Victor Ocean November 1040. How are you doing there this evening? What a gorgeous day. Did you get a chance to work at home today?
Yeah, I had so many projects going today. It was not even funny. Had to go to Costco this morning, so that wasn't fun. Yeah, took advantage of when the wind died down. I was able to get some my yard cleaned up, everything blown that the wind destroyed 2 weeks ago. So
But yeah, I got your splitter sitting in here right now. Motor's off, and trying to figure out on getting the new motor mounted up, if I want to try to keep it the same way or if I want to try to improve it or not.
Yeah, be my guest.
Yeah, I'm not liking the ergonomics of how, if I slap it all on, I'm not liking the way everything's going to be set up. I almost want to do is raise the mount up about 4 inches or so it sits about 4 inches taller off the base, and then clean up these hydraulic lines. Almost, I want to say you're ready for new hydraulic lines for this thing.
Yeah, that's okay too. Of course, there's a place down in South Fresno. You probably use them. They make lines to your need, although sometimes you can find just the ones that you need already in stock. And you might check with, if you want, we can check with my guys, because I have a lot of stuff that's hydraulic at the plant, and we may have some lines that would work in that application. So if you want to call the plant and ask for Lee, tell him you're looking for lines. If you have the lengths and the size, he may be able to tell you whether we have them or not already. Over.
Yeah, a lot of them are going to get shortened up because, like, at least 3 or 4 of these lines are, like, I can literally take, one of them I can take like 2 feet off of it, another one can probably have a foot or more off of it, and it would be a lot cleaner. Over.
Yeah, well, again, we can have new lines made. That's not a problem. That's do you know the place I'm talking about? It's down off of Jensen.
I think I know where you're talking about. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but I also will check and see if the local Napa out here, I want to say that they might do hydraulic lines as well. I'm not sure. I'll have to check.
Some do, some don't. I agree. They sometimes you can find them locally. Again, if you get into trouble with any of that stuff, Lee is my purchasing agent, and he can go look for them.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, I think I got to find some metal that I can use to raise this thing up for a base. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I could get it all slapped together, but the exhaust is going to dump out and hit the tire, and I don't like that. The pull start is going to be awkward. The electric start, I'm going to have to kind of relocate that if I leave it how it is, where if I raise everything up, it's going to be a lot cleaner.
Okay, well, it sounds like some 4-inch steel channel would work. 1.5 inches wide or 1.5 inches high, and we probably got some of that down at the plant. They could cut it to the length you need. A 4-inch channel would be sounds like the right thing to use there, huh?
Yeah, if you got some 4-inch tall channel, that is pretty much what I need. Or I was looking at maybe trying to get like some 4-inch square tubing, and yeah, I don't need a big chunk of that, and then a piece of that, and then a piece of flat metal as the base.
Okay. We probably have the 4-inch square stuff as well, so it may be worth driving into town. You just zip down from where you are, not too far, to get down to the plant and go through our inventory, and Lee or somebody there can arrange having it cut up for you. And we probably have some plate also that could be done. So it might be worth making a quick trip if you're going into town for anything else. Go by the plant, and I can arrange it if you let me know you're coming.
Yeah, that might work, because otherwise I'm going to have to go down and probably hit like Hepner Iron and Steel and go through their metal piles and source what I need from them.
Yeah, well, again, I'm pretty sure we've got that stuff. We got quite a bit of steel scrap It's not bad scrap. It's just leftovers from projects and stuff. But I'm pretty sure we got a lot of stuff that you could use there. And then we got a big bandsaw, and we can cut it up to just the way you want it. So if you're going to go, call me first, and I'll just give them a heads up that you're coming, and that way they know what they have to do for you when you get there. Over.
Okay, let me see here. I'm pretty sure I have your number. Let me double check.
And his number is 1-800-EAT.
822-6202, correct?
Yeah, that's the home number, and then the cell is, in today's world, you have to dial the 559 now. They're making us dial 559, but I won't give you that because you know that. My cell is 994-5105. 994-5105.
994-5105. Got it. And all you needed is to flip those last two numbers around and make that 5150. It'd be perfect.
For what?
Just joking around. 5150 is a code for a mental crazy person we use.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing it's the other way around. That may mean that I've got to have a brain left.
Oh, man. No, I saw that, and I'm like, oh, man, that's perfect. But, yeah, cool. I can remember that because it's backwards of 5150.
Okay. Very good. Anyway, I'll be here all day tomorrow, and tomorrow would be a good day if you can do it, or we won't be at the plant Saturday. Sometimes Matt goes to the plant Saturday, but I can't guarantee that. But he could help you if he is going in. I could discuss that. So if you don't get there tomorrow, let me know, and then maybe we can coordinate. You can call me, and I can get and find out if Matt's going. E6VON, I've got your number, of course, K6MYC, and the Bozo Net. Hang on, guys, we'll start getting going here.
All right, sounds good, Mike. Yeah, it'd either be tomorrow, and if not tomorrow, then it would be Tuesday when I get back from work. So, because I work Saturday, Sunday, Monday this week.
Okay, very good. Either way.
Alrighty, yep, we'll get it done, and I feel better doing this right, so at least you get something back that looks a lot cleaner and nicer, and yeah, replace these hydraulic lines, and it'll look better, probably run better, and I'll feel a whole lot better.
Good, sounds good. Alrighty. Just keep me updated on what your time frame is. If you can get in here tomorrow, it'd be better. Get a head start on the thing, so you'd have it may be that they can't cut it there instantaneously for you. I could have Matt bring it home Friday or over the weekend for you. Over.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'll get some measurements here. I'm probably going to get this one mount cut off tonight and get the base prepped and measurements made, and I'll go from there.
Sounds good. Alrighty, let's see. While we've been chatting here, anybody else try? I imagine, Ken, you're on frequency now. You must have been down the van working, Ralph. 226 WA6OIB.
Yes, sir. WA6OIB 226 is here.
And you did work, Ralph?
Negative. I was over on 80 meters checking into the Sacramento net. They wanted a bunch of us. They wanted all the presidents of the radio clubs in the state of California to check in, so I did my part.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody was down on 090. Bill heard the splatter, and I figured it was you, but I don't know who that was. Who was on 090? Are you here? That's weird. AAJ, are you here, Mike?
Kilo 6 Victor Bravo Golf 971.
I hear 971 in there. Good evening, Dave. Hang on a second. There's somebody talking real low way down in there. Does anybody hear that other station?
That was Dane.
Make it out.
Oh, no, not Dane. Oh, Dane. Not okay. Dane. Is that you? Give me Rogers, Dane. Go ahead.
Rogers, WB6JMC 107.
Okay, you must not be home. Anyway, if you are, we got you 107, Judy. Okay, she's got you. Thanks, Dane. I won't chew the rag right now because you're pretty weak. You did come up out of the noise for that, but I didn't get the earlier one. All righty, who else do we have? We got Ken. Anything else to report, Ken? We're just lazing along here tonight. We'll go over to KW6S next. Over.
Yeah, nothing really going on here. Just really keeping busy. I'm going to try and get to the shop tomorrow to finish that amp, but I wasn't able to get in there today. Too much going on.
Yeah, understand. All righty. I still hear the other voice in there. Who is the other voice down in there? Oh, that's Dane, I guess. I guess that was you again, Dana. I heard you underneath Ken, but I can't copy it. Okay, we'll be pointed your way in a little bit. Let me try one more time for KB6RQU, old 61. Are you there, Rick? Okay, nothing heard from Rick. Let me go to Santa Cruz here.
KM6SRR.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I tried calling Rick and his mailbox was full, so I gave him a text. I haven't heard anything back there. Over. KM6SR, over.
KM6SRR, AA6S, want to say hello and tell you I got 2 Siamese cats in my room right now. Anyway, just want to say hi, Rob. KM6SRR, AA6S.
Beat me by 1. I got a calico laying on my chest right now.
I had 2 Siamese, the girl and the boy run in and they took off.
All righty. KW6 Sugar. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I guess, Rob, did you want to say hello to Bill down there?
Roger, I'll just wait until the airways are let me get in there. Thanks, Bill. Yep, Catch usually comes up here, but he hasn't been up yet. He usually gets in the lap and gets in the way of me doing the log, so they got to make their presence known there, KM6SR.
That is a fact. Back to net, AA6S. Have a good one there, Rob. Yeah,
Dennis is in there.
Tom, so I'll see if I can hear him. AA6S, over. Go ahead, Mike.
I still hear another voice in there. That must not be you, Dane. Who's the other voice? Who just said something? Try it one more time. Give us your Bozo number and your call a couple of times. Over.
Hey, good evening, Mike. It's 507 here.
That's Dennis, ISO.
Okay, and super windy Cupertino. It's just wind for the last 2 days nonstop and no rain. You hear me okay?
Good evening up there, Dennis.
I guess.
Where'd you go, Mike? You just cut out.
Hang on. Over. A lot of chatter going on here.
Okay, Dennis. I didn't get what you were saying at the very end there. Mike was on top of you there. Try it again. Yeah, I got that part. I thought you said something else. Okay, very good. Dennis is checking in by himself then. He's got pay pauses just tearing him up real bad tonight, so he can't hear much.
Okay. 86. Put down 86, Judy. And let's take a look for Tom over there. And Fred, hang on just a second. KD6S, okay, I'm not quite on you. I'm toward Santa Cruz. Just stand by a second, Fred. KW6 Sugar, go ahead, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, good evening. Boy, I was hearing, I'm probably down because I moved the antenna down towards Bill there, and he was coming in loud, pointed at you, so should do pretty well with him. and everything's, we're just sitting here waiting for the rain. K6MYC, KW6S.
Well, we're sitting here waiting for the rain, too, but we're not holding our breath. Go ahead, Bill, say hello to Tom up there.
Yeah, Roger. KW6S, KW6S, AA6S. Yeah, you're very strong here, Tom. We're in your area. We had a family get-together in Monterey, and we're up on top of some hill for 2 days, and so I guess 3 days and 2 nights or whatever it was. Anyway, that was kind of fun. Had too many cars and too many roads in that place for me. KW6S, back to you there. Hope you copy me okay. AA6S, over.
Oh, very good. Yeah, you're real strong, and you were earlier as well. So I got the antenna pointed down your way. I know sometimes you give me a call while Mike's moving an antenna around, so I'd be ready for you. Yeah, otherwise, we're just waiting for the rain here. Great weather, and I'm back in good enough condition. I'm probably going to do a little bench work, electronic bench work tomorrow. AA6S, KW6S.
Yeah, sounds good, Tom. I just got a Alpha Delta 4-port switch for my low band stuff. I got to get mounted. Right now I got to crawl behind the table to change antennas, change rigs, and has too much work. I got a bunch of Alpha, those DX Engineering crimp-on connectors, and then I realized I didn't have any coax. I ordered some of that 400 Superflex or whatever it is. So anyway, I'm still, all I can do is mount the switch right now. Anyway, I'll get out of here, and good hearing you. Sounds good. KW6S, AA6S.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I've got a couple of Alpha Delta switches here that have kind of fallen to disuse, and I'm doing kind of a replumbing of the station, so they may get used again for a totally different purpose. I don't care for the 400 Ultraflex anymore much. The jacket is kind of like, it's a little bit like trying to cut chewing gum or something. It's soft, but it kind of wiggles around and doesn't want to get cut very much. So I've been kind of avoiding using that anymore. But I used a lot of it for a long time. Yeah, AA6S, KW6S. Back to you, Mike.
Okay, very good, Tom. And let's see if we can get Lee in here. Let's just see if Lee is there by any chance tonight. Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, and then if he doesn't come back, maybe you can give him a quick call on here. K6MYC. Lee, are you there tonight? Lee, I'm not copying. I'm not copying. Tom, I can't copy him.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, he said that you were very weak to him, and so he was expecting to be weak for you. He gave himself a new nickname along the lines of what we were talking about last night in the Slacker Bozo. But since he checked in tonight, I guess that's all erased. So that's about it. The antenna's still down. And, yeah, KW6S.
you just at the end. You came up to Q3. Readability 3 at the moment, Lee. Give us a confirmation, 1098-1098, 1098. Bozo number, is that a Roger?
Roger, you can feel quite a bit. I don't know how far you turned the antenna, but yeah. The Bozo number is 1098. Countdown to last.
Yeah, we got it. Boy, oh boy, what a difference when your antenna's not at the right height there. All righty, good to hear you. Good to hear you. We've been missing you, but at least I know you're trying to get back on there. Thanks very much for checking in here, Lee. Won't keep it because the copy is almost nil. 7373, and thank you, Tom. KW6S for your final. Then we'll go up to Cupertino and get Fred, K6MYC.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, I'm like I told Bill there earlier. Got out to the bench a little bit today, and that was great fun. Discovered all my soldering irons have gone bad one by one, all the useful ones, and so I spent some time ordering parts online today. But I've got a job to do on the bench tomorrow, and I look forward to doing that before or after a doctor's appointment there. Anyway, I'll catch you Sunday night. K6MYC, KW6S.
Okay, have a wet weekend, hopefully, and we haven't had any rain here at all yet, and it may not get here. They think Friday, maybe. I'm not holding my breath, but it's been Friday all along for about 3 weeks, but then it keeps going away, and then it comes back. 7-3, Tom, thank you for helping there, and we'll see you Sunday night. KW6S with Alpha Foxtrot 6 United, K6MYC. Clear and up to you, Fred. Pick it up, and I'll peek up on you, Fred. Go ahead.
Okay, Mike, I hope I'm pointing in the right direction. The wind has been playing havoc on the antennas. We've had really high winds here starting yesterday, and it hasn't let up. We haven't had a single drop of rain. No rain. I thought it looked like, the end of the world, with all the clouds and in the sky. I thought, we're going to get rain. And they're always saying, it's going to rain. We didn't get a drop. It all went north of the Golden Gate Bridge where they're getting clobbered. And I'm looking out the back window right now, and all I see is blue skies, and all the trees are bending because of the high winds. And I had to move the 432 mast around because it got twisted on the mount up there. I'm like, I hope I'm making it over to you okay. Let's see, is that okay there, Mike? Let me know if you got a peek on the 86.
Yeah, no, you're good copy. No trouble. Once I moved my antenna and got it up on you, you're good copy. Okay, on no rain. We have no rain, but we don't have any wind either. So I'm blessed. I don't want the wind. I'd rather just have the rain. The wind drops, makes my leaves go all over. I'd rather have the leaves just fall down underneath the tree rather than going 40 miles over and into my pool. We just got the pool almost cleaned up, so I don't need another big windstorm here. Anyway, good to hear you, Fred, and hopefully it'll start to rain. Everything seems like it's going to be Friday, over.
I hope you're right, Mike. I hope it's on Friday. You're right about the leaves. We have so many leaves getting blown around. We're losing limbs. The neighbors have lost some limbs on their trees. There's a big oak tree up the street here. It's a big limb fell off, and I hate the wind. I don't like the wind. I'd rather have the rain and no wind because the wind is so destructive. It just does a lot of damage.
Yeah, well, we haven't had any damage from the wind, but it does just make. I've got, I got trees all around the house here. We got oak trees and we got redwoods, and redwoods shed. They don't exactly shed leaves, but they shed those shads of needles and stuff. And boy, it gets messy, and they really clog up the pool filter for sure, or at least the pool sweep part of it. Alrighty, well, you're sounding good. Good to hear you, and of course we'll look for you. I guess I don't know if you've had a chance yet with all the wind and the other grief to put the 222 antenna over onto 2 meters and see if you have that same noise. Over.
No, Mike, I haven't had a chance yet. And now the 220 antenna's pointed north. It just was pointed at you. I've got to go out there and fix that. It's on its mask, and it's twisted around, too. So I need to fix that tomorrow or when it doesn't rain, and then I'll do that test.
Well, do it in the first part of the day. The rain is going to come, but it'll probably come late.
Okay, sounds good. Well, thanks, Mike. I'll let you know when I find out. KD6S, okay.
Okay, very good, Fred. You'll let me know what happens if you check in on Sunday night, then I'll know right away what happened and what you found. Otherwise, we'll see you on Tuesday, probably on 1296 here, or 222 on Monday night. 73 KD6SOK, K6MYC clear, and QRZ for check-ins in the Bay Area.
W6PQL.
Okay, I hear W6PQL. Tell Judy your number.
Oh, you mean that 1296 thing?
Yeah, that one.
I think Judy knows it. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess I could just echo the same thing everybody else has been saying about wind and the rains are coming. But we're not scheduled to get very much of it. We may not even get as much as a half an inch. Most of it's going to be in the North Bay and has been. So we'll see what happens to you, but I don't think there's going to be much going on here except a little wind again tomorrow probably. And we'll have to wait until we get a better forecast before we start planning on putting out rain gauges and stuff. I did go up on the roof today. Can you imagine that 75-year-old guy up on the roof clearing out those redwood tree needles out of the gutters and stuff? That's ridiculous. I shouldn't be doing that, but I did. So we're ready for it whenever it happens. K6MYC, W6PQL.
Well, I know you've got a two-story house, so that's got to be a little scary. But your houses are so close together, if you fall off, you could just grab the gutter of the neighboring house, over?
Well, they're not that close together. If I fall off that end of the house, I'm dead. So I'm being real cautious when I get over on that side.
I'm kidding you. You're not leaping like my cats. I was out today down my burning pile, and I've got my ATV down there. When the tailgate is up, it's chest high for me, right at my chest. And it's about 2.5 inches wide on the upper edge of the tailgate. And one of my cats came out and said, "What are you doing way down here, Blackie?" And he took a look at that tailgate, and he launched himself, and he landed on this tailgate and didn't fall off. I mean, this thing is only 2 inches wide. You can imagine jumping up 4 feet and landing on an edge of a tailgate. I wish I had the agility of a cat. Man, that was a cool jump. And then he looks up further, and he jumps across the whole bed of the pickup and onto the top of the ATV. And he looked around and he said, "Hey, this is really bitching up here. I can see forever, over."
Oh yeah, they're incredibly agile. Of course, they're young. You know, they don't live very long. But yeah, that's a different animal entirely. Cats are. Dogs have some grace to them too, but not like cats. Seems like they land on their feet no matter what happens to them.
Well, this cat started out a little bit unstable. I always thought that he didn't have his feet under him. He didn't quite know what was going on, and he'd get on you he'd climb on you when you're in bed, and he'd walk around on you. But he felt like he was always unstable and uncertain of what he's going to do, and like he was going to fall over. And but all of a sudden, he's gotten really agile. And he's found his groove, I'll tell you that. Anyway, it was kind of fun. He was way out of his territory down there where the burning pile is. I've got coyotes, and there's at least one family of raccoons that live down there. So I was quite surprised that he had enough guts to even come down there. Anyway, enough of that. You're coming in nicely here. We'll see you on Sunday night, and hopefully you'll get some rain. We're not sure if we're not going to be in the same pattern you are. They got 1.3 inches last night just in Roseville and Sacramento area. So it's raining in Sacramento. I don't know why it doesn't want to come down your way. And it may do the same thing here and go right past us. They're just not sure. Let's see who else we have in the Bay Area there. I thought I heard another voice underneath you there. KW6PQL in the group, K6MYC looking for other check-ins. Over.
759.
Oh my goodness, 759, way off axis, but we'll take you, John. I'm pointed toward the Bay Area. Maybe we're picking you up on the backscatter path. I'll be up your way in about 5 minutes.
Got him.
Yeah, Judy says she's got you checked in, John. KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, okay, that's very good. I just hope that your signal are better when you point in this direction. I just want to let you know that I can hear you up here.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have heard you, but we've got the preamp now back at the base of the tower, so I'm hearing a lot better than I was the last week or two. We'll see you in a few minutes on the direct path, John. Hang in there. Anybody else in the Bay Area? K6MYC Bozo Net.
N5MPD 1129.
Okay, gloriously strong and lovely signal, Brett. Good to hear you. N5NPD, Judy says, good signal, over.
Oh, wow, glad to hear it. Yeah, I was just sitting here piddling around on 75 meters doing some of that stuff, and then jump back in here in the mix. And I saw it's really nice with the map and the little pointer thing. You kind of show where you're at there. So anyhow, dry here in Newman, not a single drop yet, but that should change by tomorrow afternoon, over.
Well, we hope so. Man, we haven't had any either. So we're looking forward to it. I hope we do get some rain. Well, we all need it. My ground is so dry. I was down at the burning pile, as I said, when I was telling the cat story, and I'm walking in my dirt down there, and it was like I was walking through talcum powder, over.
Oh, yeah, when it's that dry and you walk and you see a puff of dust all the time. Yeah, we could use some, that's for sure. I was talking with some people that were up in the northern coast area of California, and they're talking about getting 12 inches in 24 hours, and for us here in the valley, that would devastate us, over.
Well, I could use it, but anybody with flat property would be in trouble, wouldn't they? Mine would just run off, and my pond would be filled with 12 inches, I'm sure, if it all came in a 24 or 28 or 48-hour period. That would be terrific. Anyway, great to hear you. Let me see if I got anybody else in the Bay Area that wants to check in before we go on up and see if we can find our big contest station, N6RO. He's missed the last couple of nights here. I'm a little worried that he's under the weather or something. Anyway, good evening, Brett. Thank you for checking in here. Big signal on 432, N5NPD, K6MYC.
Good evening.
All righty. Bay Area, I'm still aiming toward the Bay Area, more or less. If you just call in, I'll peek on you. We got KT2G, we got KB6SR, we've got KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, we got WA6AXX and WB6JNN, and God knows who else out there. Where are you guys? K6MYC Bozo Net, over. Okay. I'm going to abandon the Bay Area. Dave, let me ask you a question, because I didn't give you much lip service there when you checked in. You were late, and I had already spent a lot of capital here talking locally here. K6VBG, if you're still in the shack, how are you doing? You ready for some water? Looks like Dave's not there. Okay, now, Bay Area, one last try. K6MYC Bozo Net. Okay, nothing heard. Now, watch this. I'm going to turn the antenna. Judy, I need your eyes. Okay, N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO. I wonder if you're up there tonight, Ken. N6RO, K6MYC, calling and listening.
K6MYC, N6RO. Loud and clear. Bozo 835 for Judy. I've already already had storm damage, although we haven't had any rain nor high winds. I missed 1296. Didn't realize it until I checked into the net. I couldn't hear anybody. And then I checked the SWR, and it's almost infinite. So when I lowered the tower indirectly, I caused storm damage to the coax on the 1296 antenna. It's I can't really describe it, but it's when I lower the tower, the weight of all the cables that are bonded together just bent it beyond its radius that it's not supposed to exceed. So that's going to be another big repair, in addition to 222. I don't know why I missed last night. I thought I checked in, but I'm losing track of what I did just 5 minutes ago. Anyway, I got to run to the Zoom meeting we always have on Thursday night, getting ready for the CW contest, N6RO.
Okay, well, I'll let you go to the Zoom meeting, but we were worried about you because you missed 2 nights in a row, 1296, and last night you did not check in. We called you several times, and I went back and forth several times to pick you up, but no radio rodeo Oakley. But thanks for checking in tonight. You're sounding good. Sorry about the coax. How did you bend the coax so tight that it shorted it?
Well, it wasn't tight. It was too loose. The problem is on a telescoping tower, we didn't follow all the rules that we should have in protecting the cables when you crank it up and down. And it's tied off 2/3 of the way up the bottom section. It's taped to the tower. All of the coaxes are. I'm lucky I didn't break 432 as well. So we're going to just redress all of that stuff when Gary comes up.
Okay, well, I'm sorry you had that trouble. I don't tie mine up. I let them hang from the top of the tower, and they dangle. And to keep them from flopping around in the wind, so they might dangle 70 feet or so, or 65 feet down, and I bring all the cables back to the base of the tower and tie it to one of the legs. But I leave the cables loose between the top and the bottom. They move a little bit, but it prevents, and then when I lower it, I let the tower, let the cable fall into one big gigantic loop, and I don't try to tie the cables together. I let them be separate, although I don't have too many on one tower. This tower I'm talking to you on only has 1 or 2. The big tower in the back has 3 big cables, 1 1/4 and a piece of 7/8 and a piece of 3/2 inch hardline going up. So I have to be very careful with that 90-footer. But you can, so far I've been very lucky. I've never damaged coax going up or down. Knock on wood. Good evening, Ken. Thanks, and we'll see you Sunday after the CW contest. Good luck, and hopefully you'll get some rain. K6MYC.
Oh, yeah. Regarding weather, they've blown the forecast. Both on precipitation, they forecast nearly 2 inches over the last 2 days, and we've had exactly 0, not even a hint. But they say we're going to get it tomorrow, but I'll see it when I believe it. Yeah, well, I think we are going to follow what you did there. We're just going to let them hang loose, and when it's in the full up position, we'll just loosely tie them to the bottom of the tower. Anyway, more on that when we actually do it. We'll see you on Sunday night, because unless I lose 2 meters, N6RO.
Okay, go get your Zoom. I think you got the idea. You can take the rotor cable if it's up there and tie it to one of the other bigger cables, but the coaxes, you should let them all just go where they want to go. You can tie them a little bit loosely together, but leave them really, let them go where they want to go. Anyway, 7-3, I think you got it, hopefully, and good luck in the contest. N6 Radio Oakley, K6MYC clear. And I'm listening for nobody because there's no more guys up in Clear Lake with 432 anymore. He only has 222, 6, and 2 meters. So we're going to go right up to I'll see if there's anybody else here that can hear me in this direction. Then we'll go to Sacramento. K6MYC QRZ Bozo Net. Nothing heard.
KJ6TYO 1009.
Good evening, Ron. KJ6TYO, KM6SR. How's it doing out there on the old ditch banks? Over.
Oh, doing good, doing good. We just kind of got in there late. Last night I tried to get in there, but then I had to do the other net, so I missed out last night.
Yes, you did. We were wondering where you were. You're a bad boy.
I know it. But anyway, yeah, then I had to go to bed right away. Got to get up early.
Yeah, I know. I don't blame you. All righty. Good to hear you, KJ6TYO 1009. We got you checked in. And Rob, did you have anything?
No, I was just giving a bad time there, so that's all.
Okay. Very good. I'm pointed up towards Sacramento. Let's see if KJ6KFB is there or KO6HS, or anybody else for that matter. Over.
KO6KD, number 776 is here.
Okay, Judy, I see you're reaching up and writing 776 down. I got you. Good to hear you. It was nice to have a chat this morning. We made it happen even though we didn't have Phil in there. I don't know where Phil is. He hasn't checked in. Well, he doesn't have 432, so he couldn't check in here anyway. Did you ever hear Phil on this morning?
Negative. Nope, never heard him at all. And did have some other communiques on the texting that maybe I'll tell you about sometime. But other than that, though, and you know what that was all about. I explained that to you. But other than that, no, never heard anybody else. Good signal up here tonight, Mike. Considering all the changeable weather and stuff, I would not have expected to hear you, but I'm hearing you quite well. KO6KD 776 checking in, and I'll get out of the way.
Okay, have you heard Darren on so far?
Negative. John's been over there on 2 meters talking to K9TAZ, so if Darren was around, he would have heard him. John, are you here?
I got John already. He checked in when I was pointed toward the Bay Area.
John, are you? Did you hear Darren at all? Okay, well, the Darren's not around, Mike.
Who is that?
Yeah, Darren 756 is not around.
Okay, but I hear John in there. John, I'll have it up your way. I'm a little short of you, about 5 or 6 degrees short of Meadow Vista there. I'll get it your way in just a second. I'm laying here, kind of leaning back in a chair, and my calico cat is on my chest, absolutely sagged out. And so it's hard for me to, I'm getting Judy to read my headaches. So I'm not going back and forth very much here. But I know about where I am, and she's given me the readout of where I'm pointed. So we got it under control, but it's a 2-man show. Four eyes and 2 men show here this evening. Anyway, thank you, Bill, and good to hear you. And maybe, hopefully, Phil's okay. He may have just had an early doctor's appointment or something, and that might have been all it was. And we should be concerned, but not too worried. Anything you can pass on to me, since nobody's listening on the other side of the world, about what you got in the text?
No, we just exchanged some viewpoints on things, and basically just saying how stupid Americans are, and that we got to do this and that. And I just flat told him, I'm one guy. I cast one ballot, and then after that, I'm a citizen, and it's up to the people. If certain people get elected, if they make decisions, then the result may be that I'm going to be John Q. Public, and I'll be riding the mushroom cloud up in the air. I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. So, why is it that essentially, why is it you can't, and this is the admonition I gave him, I never heard back. Why is it that you cannot just have joy in playing radio? Why is it that you cannot get excited about sending electrons out and exciting a piece of metal that then throws the electrons out into the ether of space, and they go up and down all the way around the long path of the world and excite a current into your antenna? And I mean, why is it you cannot get excited in just playing radio? I said, I will not talk politics with overseas hams because they don't see things the way I do. And that's just the way it's going to be. But there's so much other stuff we can talk about, and we can just enjoy the camaraderie and the fellowship of just being together on the radio. And apparently that's not enough for them. So you know what? Piss on them.
Okay. You didn't get a response to your comment?
Negative. Not a word.
Okay. Well, I think he's got to get his head straight on how many people are really not stupid in this country. And I think they're coming out of the woodwork now. There's a fairly good percentage, a little bit more than average, more than 50%, obviously, that weren't afraid to vote for Trump and give him a $4 or $5 million vote margin. But then there's the others that were reticent to say anything. But I think what you've got now is a leftovers of about 20% that are making all the ruckus. And there's about 20% leftovers that are still in the deep state that are causing all the grief that he's concerned about. And that's who he's calling stupid, and he's right. But we, like you said, we are one vote, can't do a lot about it in the short term. I think it's about to change. I got a very good thumbs up from Kerry. Things are just about to change. The Brunson case is still active, and it's ready. The trigger is ready to be pulled, Bill. So keep that in mind. Over.
Well, we'll keep it in mind. I don't know what I'm keeping in mind because it's a big, giant mystery. But if it's anything that should have been done 4 years ago, then it's not going to do anything now. But at any rate, if it ever comes to pass, I'll be certainly excited to see, or well, shall we just say interested, to see just what was all the hubbub. So anyway, we'll just wait and see how it turns out. I think things look more promising than they did, and I think it's even better that the cackling horse-faced skank that was running for president is got nothing to say anymore. And quite frankly, I was so sick and tired of even having to look at her face on TV.
Well, join the crowd. All righty. We'll talk to you, but I think you can have a little bit of optimism from what we gather here. It's coming pretty quick now, and there's a couple of things that'll trigger it. I know what they are. I won't go into it now, but it relates to the cabinet, the final cabinet picks and stuff. And then, but the trigger's ready to be pulled, and it's authorized and duly decided on by the Supreme Court. So there you are. What Bill read, or what Bob read, was old news, and the case was still very active and has been decided. So there you are. Let it go. 7-3, Bill, and let me bump the antenna a little bit up and get a comment or two from John. KR6MR, give me a little chatter, John. K6MYC, over.
Yeah, Mike, K6MYC, KR6MR, Bozo 759, and I will stay out of politics as well, over.
Okay. No problem there. Yeah, I got your 759 earlier. I was copying you. You weren't Q5, but you were Q3. At times, for certain sentences, you were Q5, even pointed toward the Bay Area. So the conditions tonight are pretty good here on 432. Probably very, very warm today. We were in the mid-70s. It was glorious outside. In fact, Judy and I, about 4:30, was it before 4 o'clock, Judy? I think it was just before 4 o'clock. We went and sat on the patio out in front in the swing, and it was glorious. We watched the sun come through the trees and light up the face of the house through sunlight and shadows, and it was really pretty. And we just sat there and just had a great time for about 20 minutes, enjoying the view and enjoying the warm weather and all that. So it's a really, really glorious day from a weather standpoint here. I did cut up some more wood. I did some stuff today. I got a little bit of work done anyway. Got my cardio in for today. 7-3, John, and we'll have a good weekend. Hopefully you'll get some rain. I imagine you've got quite a bit of rain already. It hasn't happened. Got no rain all the way through the Bay Area, all the way through to Oakley, up the middle of the valley here. Oakley's got no rain. You guys have got rain. How much have you had so far, John? Over.
Okay, Mike. Yesterday was 1.25 inches. So far today is 1.78. And I think the big storms are not here yet.
Yeah, that's what we hear. So 1.78 and 1.25, that's a total of 3. So you've had 3 inches in the last couple of days. God, I'd give my left you-know-what for 3 inches. Judy says, no, don't give it away. Okay. Anyway, thanks, John. Good to hear you, and a good signal, good steady signal here. I'll take a standby and see if anybody else is in here before I go to Nevada. KR6MR, K6MYC, clear, but listening for any other Bozo check-ins before we go to Nevada.
Kilowatt 6, Whiskey India Sugar is here.
Oh, my goodness, yeah, crushing signal. We got you checked in already. Paul, I got you number 2 on the list already. Yeah. But you were readable, but I was pointed down towards Southern California, so that would be rare that I would hear you. But with the signal you've got here, now I know why I was hearing you off the backside. Over.
Oh, thanks, Mike. Yeah, you're 5x7 peaking here, and until you swung a little bit further north to get John KR6MR, you were down only about S2 to S3, so that was a huge difference, that small little swing of the antenna made. But anyway, direct path is very good tonight. QSB fading, but it's still a Q5 copy for you, Mike. K6WIS and Charlie Mike 98. Over.
Yeah, very good. Solid copy, of course, and hope you have a good weekend up there. Have you been getting rain up there?
Yes, but we're being on the edge. Yesterday we only got maybe a quarter of an inch, and it was not raining all day, just partially a few showers here and there. Today it was mostly raining most of the day, but we only got about half an inch. Over.
Okay, so while you're getting 3/4 of an inch or so in your area, John there in Meadow Vista has up to 3 inches in the last 2 days, so he's doing really good. We've had 0, not a single drop. In fact, the skies were clear all day except for some little light puffy clouds to the north, but that was it. Otherwise, we had no break in the sun. We had sunlight all day long from sunrise to sundown, I think. It was really nice, and the warm weather was with us too, with no wind, so we couldn't ask for better weather. The only thing I could pray for is some rain now somewhere in there. And when it comes, it will come. But boy, oh boy, we're sure enjoying what we've got while we've got it here. Good evening to you, Paul. Thanks. Great to hear you, and have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday night, of course. KW6 Sugar near Placerville, K6MYC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, we were on the edge of the riverbank of the river of moisture coming in, so to speak. So on Friday night, it's going to come down south, and we're going to get at least an inch of rain. Maybe it'll get as far south as you guys down in the Central Valley there, but maybe not. Anyway, 73, K6WIS.
Yeah, that's what they say. We might get rain on Friday. You know, that's been predicted on and off, on and off, on and off. It's back up to 80% the last time we looked, but who knows? And it'll be late in the day on Friday, and we're supposed to get rain Saturday or maybe Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and Wednesday, off and on through that period. We could have a rainy day and then a dry day and a rainy day and a dry day. Well, we might get no rain at all. As it has been, the thing seems to be stalled getting down to the middle of California here. Good evening, Paul. 73 K6WIS, K6MYC, clear and standing by for anybody else before we go to Nevada. Anybody?
K6USY.
Okay, I haven't got you in here, but we'll put you in. Is your co-pilot with you?
Yeah, I started the net when I was still at the county yard dropping off my car and switching to my car. I was down in Lake Isabella today, so got back late and was listening in the car when you were calling for me, and so I'm currently back at the house eating dinner and just listening to the net here. But a long day of driving.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. Well, when you're in Lake Isabella, you should have thrown a rock over and hit Rick's house. We can't get him to check in. He hasn't checked in for the last 3 or 4 days here. So I don't know what he's doing. He's probably asleep on the couch. Apparently, a lot of people have been trying to reach him because his phone is clogged up with messages. He hasn't been. I'm not sure he's got the technical skills to erase his messages. He's not real technical. But who knows? Anyway, one of these days he'll show up again, maybe. But I'm glad you're home and home safe and got some dinner in you. We're going to have dinner here in just another 5 minutes or so. Thanks, Aaron. Good to hear you. Anybody else before we go to Nevada? K6MYC, Bozo Net, aim toward Sacramento.
803 course code on your way to Nevada.
Okay, we'll take you, Dan. Good evening, 803. Yeah, I'm a little bit off of you, but we got good signals, no problem. We did get Dane in here, but do you know if Dane's home? He was really, really weak on 432 here, but when he called in, I was pointed away, and maybe he was just trying to get in before he went to dinner there, over.
Yeah, no, he's here, so he was talking to you from the QTH. He's got feed line issues on the 432 antenna. I've offered many times to go up on his roof and help him with that, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, I can hear him, but and he was Q5 part of the time, and of course it wouldn't have been any problem if I'd spun around, but pointed down south, I was trying to get to Lake Isabella Station out of the woodwork, and we had 3 or 4 others in Fresno and stuff. Anyway, won't keep it. We'll let you go, and thank you for checking in regularly here all of a sudden. You're blowing me away. KM6HK, K6MYC.
All right, 73.
73, Dan.
Hey, Mike, this should sound better. WB6JMC.
Yeah, now you're better. We hear you now, Dane. Thank you.
Not a problem. We swung the antenna a little more on you, and when you moved from south up to north, that definitely helped.
Oh, yeah, off the back of the beam. And I don't think you're running much power, and you're kind of in a hole. What is your 432 antenna?
It's a 10-element loop. I've actually got it's a 10-element Cushcraft loop bed, and I've actually got a M2 that, as Dan has mentioned, I haven't got around to finishing yet.
Okay. We'll probably hear you better and better as you get things hooked up there and running them. Let you go. Let me get Nevada taken care of here before they go to sleep, and then we'll go get some dinner. Judy and I are probably about ready to get hungry here. Hi. WB6JNP, KM6HK, K6MYC, clear. Anybody else before we go to Nevada?
Yeah, Mike, on that, the only reason I haven't got the M2 antenna up yet is I'm still working on the elevation system, so I'll be able to tilt the whole thing. Anyway, WB6JNP course.
Oh, okay. Well, I know how that is. One thing at a time. No problem. See you later. catch you on Sunday night. I didn't hear anybody else, so I'm just going to go to Nevada here, and we'll get those guys going if there is anybody up there.
Sunday night will probably be in Pomona.
Pomona with a P?
Yeah, Pomona, California, down by, San Dimas. So we're going to be down there for the week.
Okay. Well, if you're taking a radio, check into the other Bozo Net. It starts at 7 o'clock down there.
Yeah, we've got the double loop that goes on the back of the trailer. We've also got the inset that we picked up from Frank. So that'll get us on 432. So keep the air open, and we'll see if we can get you guys.
Well, you may not make it to me, but at least you can check in with the guys down there. I'm sure you'll hear Pat's in Riverside. That's just pretty close to Pomona, so you shouldn't have any trouble with W6 Papa Mike Delta. You might have a little trouble getting to the high desert there. KG6 USS is John. And he's got a booming signal up here, but he may not hear you on the other side of the hill there. But PMD is in there, and there's always somebody down that way that could pick you up. So do check in with those guys. See you later, K6MYC.
Okay, we'll have the 991 with us along with the 857. And we've checked in last year when we were down there, so it'll, old habits die hard.
Sounds good. Well, that's so we won't hear you Sunday night unless we're lucky, but we'll see you when you get. How long are you going to be gone? About a week, right?
Yeah, we'll be back, I think, a week from the following Monday. So, you know how it goes. I think it was 8 days out.
Yeah, you're going down there for Thanksgiving with family?
Yeah, the family's in, they're scattered between Riverside, or Irvine and Mosa Beach. So we usually take the trailer down there, stay at Benelli Bluff, and then that way the kids can come up, of course, or the Fresno family can come down, the Irvine family can come over, and then we all have different family activities planned, and then we go to the the father of the kids. We go to his place for dinner on Thursday.
Okay, sounds like you got quite a operation planned there. Good luck, have fun, and we'll see you when you get back.
Cheers, I'll see you then. WB6 Jansen.
Good night for now, Dane. Okay, I'm over here into Nevada, and KD6BQ. KD6BQ, can I hear some CW there, Richard? Roger, got your 249. Pretty good signal with the 8 watts. It's not quite sideband quality, but it could be. So we won't complain. Let me go see if Daniel's in here. We haven't heard Daniel all week, so we'll be surprised if he's there, but maybe he's on a vacation or something. Let me go see if I can get Daniel here. KE7UQL, KE7 Uniform, Quebec, London, K6MYC, Daniel.
10-7WC, November 7, Whiskey Tango, 657, over.
657, we got you, N7WT. I was going to call you next. In fact, I got to thinking that you might just check in here and surprise me, and you did. Good evening, Larry. Good to hear you. N7 Whiskey Tango, Gardnerville, K6MYC. Go ahead.
All right, yeah. Flat at 9 with the cat. It was preamp. The flat at 9 right now with the preamp. So good signal at the moment, Mike. Anyway, usually I go to bed by 9 o'clock. Yesterday was Wednesday. I was in bed about 8:45. I don't know. I thought Mom said missed you on 2 meters, so you come so late. But Richard told me you were earlier last night, so I missed that, I guess.
Well, we made the 9 o'clock window. We beat you. It's a little late for us. We usually get done with this net closer to 8:30, but tonight we dragged it out. We had quite a few check-ins. Good to hear you, Larry. You're pretty chopped up. Whatever the QSB is doing, it's all chopped up. And then we've got the Beale Air Force Base up there doing whatever they're doing to me. So they're not helping any. Anyway, good signal. Overall, it's pretty decent. Have you heard anything from Daniel? I haven't heard Daniel all week here. Maybe he's on vacation or something. Over.
I haven't heard him either. But you're a little choppy tonight too. You're strong, but the signal's a little busted up. There's some kind of activity going on there. I don't know what it is. Over.
Yeah. You're all in little bits and pieces, or for me also. A little bit difficult to copy, but we got you. And you're a little off frequency. You're a little bit low in frequency also. Anyway, I'll take one standby for Daniel, and then we'll give it away for the evening. We're tired and ready to eat dinner here. N7 Whiskey Tango. Have a good weekend. We'll see you Sunday night, perhaps. K6MYC.
Roger. By the way, I broke up on your frequency, Mike. I usually work you here at my frequency. Well, here's you bet. It's 432 100.10. That's where I on my radio. That's where I reach the best. I was talking to Richard a while ago, and he was him and I are exactly tuned right to 100.00. So either our radios are off a little bit, or yours is off a little bit. But anyway, I hear you best right here, Mike Moore.
Yeah, no, you're right on frequency now, Larry. You moved up a little bit, I think, because you're much clearer now, and you came up maybe 25 or 30 hertz, and it sounds a lot better now. And I am GPS locked on 432-100. I checked it just before we started here this evening. Over.
You know, that's why I'm always working at this spot of 100, or actually dot 10 above 100, 100.10. I'm always working here, but Mike or Richard, his radio and mine are actually even up where he hears me best at 10 cycles lower a little bit, I guess, or at 432-100 on our radio readouts are set together, and that's why I was that spot. As soon as he started talking, I knew I was low in frequency for you. Over.
Yeah, well, you're okay. You can just make me sound good. It doesn't matter what the radio says. I'm not splitting hairs here, but it makes it a little difficult copy with the other conditions. If it wasn't for the breakup and all that, and the rapid flutter QSB, we wouldn't have any trouble at all. Okay, let me see if Daniel's there quickly. KE7UQL. Daniel, are you in here tonight? K6MYC. I'm going to go over to Fallon, Nevada. I'm going to call for Fallon, Nevada. Fallon, Nevada. And K7SUN, K7SUN, K7 Sugar Uniform November. K7SUN, 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 K6MYC. K7SUN, K6MYC, calling and listening. Over, Stan. I just can't hear a peep from him. K7SUN, K7SUN. He heard a couple of you guys the other day when he's on, so apparently his system's working, but he must have a blockage here on 432, because I don't hear a peep, and he does not hear me either. One more call. K7SUN, K6MYC. Over, Stan. You're down right now. I didn't copy. I don't think you're hearing him either. But you're down at the moment. Maybe you moved the antenna a little bit there. N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC, over.
I haven't put the antenna
7-3 at Larry, and we'll hope to hear you Sunday night. Have a good weekend. No rain here so far. No rain here so far. 73. And back to you, Richard. Let's see if I can pull you out. And KD6BQ, KD6 Bravo Queen, K6 MYC, over. Oh, much better signal now on CW. That would be almost readable on sideband. 73, Richard. Good signal for you. Smashing 8 watts there. KD6BQ, K6MY. Have a good weekend, K6MYC. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you're 5 at 9 now, Mike. 73 and 770.
You're way up too, Larry. Thank you. Okay, 7-3, Richard. Take care. Have a good weekend. K6MYC going back. I think we're just about done. We can try the Bay Area for late checks and missed. As long as I got to move the antenna anyway here. I don't think, let me see here. Let me do it. I haven't been using I'm getting so used to just doing it manually. What?
Can I help you?
No, I can read it. I got it. I'm just going to go to 290. Going back to the Bay Area here. That's the high Bay Area. KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie, or anybody else in the Bay Area. QRZ Bay Area, late checks are missed. K6MYC. Late checks are missed. K6MYC Bozo Net. K6MYC beaming the Bay Area. Boy, oh boy. I don't know where everybody is there. KT2G, it's late enough for you to check in now, Mark. KT2G, K6MYC, over. Okay, nothing heard from anybody. 7-3 all, good evening. Rob, good evening. Aaron, good evening to you. Go in and rest after your long day. K6USY and then over to Rob, K6MYC.
Alrighty, Mike. Yeah, we'll catch you guys on 2 meters and on Sunday. And fortunately, I don't have to do as much driving next week. But yeah, tomorrow I get to go down to Wasco, McFarland, and Delano, and then hopefully won't be back as late. We'll catch you guys later. K6USY DMO6.
At least you're in the flatlands down there. Yeah, where the old Voice of America used to be down there in Delano. And McFarland is where Frank Clement used to live. He's the guy that started Triax, over.
Oh yeah, yeah. Every time I drive by Delano, I look at the antennas. So, and yeah. One of these days, they're just going to give us a PL259 connector, and we'll just plug right into those antennas and run the net that way.
There you go. I don't think you're on the air anymore. I think that whole thing has gone unfunded now.
Oh yeah, no, it's been debunked for several years. It's just, and I'm pretty sure they pulled all the transmitters out, but I don't think they got the money to pull all the antennas down, so they're just sitting there.
Well, I think it makes sense to leave them up, but they're very benign. They're put up properly, and they should last for many years. So, in an emergency, they could be pressed back into service for any number of reasons. All righty. Good night, Aaron. And you're familiar with that site down there. That was an impressive. They had Sturba curtains and all kinds of stuff up there. Boy, what a place. Rob, over to you. I'm listening out. K6MYC.
Okay, Mike. I got a total of 25 tonight. How are you doing?
We got 24.
Huh. Okay. Well, I'll send the list over to you. I got Ken on there this time, so I didn't forget him this time. Over.
We looked our list last week, earlier, and we did have him on there. I did check him in last night, so I don't know how we ended up with a discrepancy.
I'll check with him.
She's going to check out tomorrow, put out both of your lists for Wednesday and Thursday. Thanks, Rob. 73.
Okay. Good night, Mike, and good night, Judy. K6NYC, KM6SR, 73. And good night, Aaron, K6USY. Got the trophy all done and inscribed today, so I got it back, and I'm working on a little cover for it there. Over.
Judy wanted to say something, but
I just wanted to say good night and thanks.
there you go. Go ahead, Aaron.
Alrighty, good night, guys. K6USY.
I thought we might have bumped the button here or something. Good night, Aaron.
No, I was dealing with a cat that kept wanting to jump up in my lap, so he got thrown out of the room. K6USY.
Okay. Well, this microphone has a button on top, and I thought Judy might have grabbed the button. That does change the frequency if we don't hold it right. 7-3.